Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful, beautiful Tuesday morning here in Colorado. My name is Sherry Minnie, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I try to do a terrific Tuesday card every week on a Tuesday. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm kind of on a roll. I think this is my third Tuesday in a row, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm liking it. So today we're going to do another Q&E card, I like to call them, or quick and easy card. We're using very minimal supplies, not much stamping, and it's just real quick and easy. The only kind of sad thing about the card is that for occasion that none of us really like to have to make a card for, but today I'm doing a sympathy card. Pardon me. And so here's our card, and it is just a very simple, not much color. I just think appropriate for sympathy cards, although you could make it into something else with just using a different sentiment, but I happen to unfortunately need a sympathy card. So it just says forever loved, forever remembered on the inside, and then I wish I had the right words for a time like this, and it is a hard time to come up with a card. So what we're using is 2 stamp sets, no die cutting this time. This is a Peaceful Pier, and this is found in the new annual catalog, and it is a red rubber stamp, and I like a lot of the stamps on here, and could definitely be a masculine card, or there's women who like to fish and the pier and all that, so I just think it's a very neat stamp, and I really do like it. For the sentiments, we're using the right words, which is a wonderful all-purpose set for all kinds of different occasions, and I do use this a lot. For our designer series paper that we're really featuring, I'm using the beautiful Gallery. It is a 6x6 designer series paper. I happen to use this one, but I'm using the back side of this, and this particular pack paper has lots of very pretty scenes, a lot of florals, some beautiful designs. And this one, I love this one. And just a lot of really nice patterns. And as always, if you're interested in any of this, you can go to my online store at sherryminnie.stampinup.net, and I'll have this card with all the details posted on my blog at cynthialovestampin.com. So in addition to, we're using one ink color, which is the black Memento, or Memento Black, I guess is how it's listed, and then we're using some embellishments. These are called neutral matte dots, and it's got the beige and the, I think, pecan pie, and also has white and black. So we're just using that. And I think I'm using the beige ones is what I chose to use. I have all the greetings and everything on my, actually these are my Misties. These are not a Stampin' Up! Product, but they are available online. But I wanted to make sure I had nice clear images, and if I have to ink more than once, this will help me keep them lined up. In your packet, you'll have your envelope. You'll have a cloud cover base. This is our 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 4¼ It's kind of the standard card base that I like to use. You'll have a piece of basic black. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. You'll have a piece of designer series paper. This is 4 by 5 1/4. You'll have a piece of basic white for your inside layer. Again, 4 by 5 1/4, and then just a small strip. This is actually a leftover from cutting down the designer series paper, and we're going to put this on the inside. So to get started, we're going to do all of our stamping first, and I'm going to take care of the inside. And like I say, I find this stamp set, at least the one that I have, the right words, it can really collect the ink. So I would prefer to ink it very lightly and stamp it twice rather than ink it harder and have kind of globby stamp. Don't really like that effect at all, so I'm going to push that in there, and I'm going to rub on this kind of gently, not hard. Pick it up, And I think that turned out pretty well. So this one, I'm not going to do twice. The front one, I will probably be doing twice because we are going to be stamping on patterned paper. So for my front, I actually mounted both stamps here so that I can get it all done at one time. And again, this is again a Misty. It's a different, more current model, but I'm using it. So I'm going to ink this up, and I'm not doing it real hard. The bottom one's not too bad. It's the words that seem to pull the ink. So I'll just be inking that very gently. I'll put this down. And we'll see how we go. And I'm pretty sure I'll have to do this one twice. Yeah, I want it a little bit darker than that. Hope you're all doing well. We're doing fine. We're having, we had a few days of cool weather. Now tomorrow we start back up in the 90s. It's been extremely warm for Colorado, in my opinion. But I'm not ready for snow either, so okay, I think that's pretty good. I like that, so we'll call that good. Now the only other stamping that we're doing is I have a little, in the stamp set there's a little one with grass, and I'm gonna just do a few extra of those just to kind of fill in. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna stamp one here, and I'm gonna stamp one down there. And then I'm gonna stamp one on a couple of them on the envelope. And then for the inside, I'm also going to do some stamping, but I want to put a little strip of this designer series paper on there. So I will take my, I'm sorry, I'll try to keep myself in the camera. I haven't been doing the best job on that lately. And I will put a little bit of my stamp and seal along here. And I'm going to leave just a tiny bit of a border on the bottom, not much, just a little bit. And while that's drying, I'm going to stamp a couple of these grasses. Right there. And that should do it for all of our stamping. Okay, let me grab my scissors, and we will cut this off. I don't know what area you are from watching this, but all the kids in our area started back to school today, which just seems incredibly early to me, but that's the way it is. So I remember way back when it was you started the day after Labor Day, but boy, that's not it now. Makes their summers quite short because they don't seem to get out that much earlier. So, but they do get more breaks during the year. I don't know, here around here they do a fall break. They do of course they always get the spring break. They get usually 2.5 to 3 weeks for Christmas time. So they do get more time off, but man, I'm telling you. Okay, so now we're gonna, whoops, I almost made a boo-boo. We're gonna take our card base, and we're gonna put down our inside piece. We have a little bit of a border on this. See if I can move this up so y'all can maybe see what I'm doing. Try to get it somewhat straight. And there's the inside. And now we will we'll build our our front piece. So we'll take our designer series paper that we stamped on. We will use our, this is a beautiful site too, but too busy for what I wanted to do. I've seen this pretty much basic layout in a lot of Pinterest posts and YouTube, so I don't necessarily have anybody. A lady that I am in a swap with also did it. I think her name was Julie, and but it's been everywhere. So this one you only have a teeny little border because this I just wanted a little bit of the black to set this. Oops, sorry, don't like the way that went down. I wanted a little bit of black to set off the designer series paper. So we'll just get that up there like so. Move this. And then we'll put this on the front. Oops. I should have my sheet under here so I don't get glue all over my grid paper and then I have a sticky mess. And then we will take this and we will put this on here like so. Again, you have not a very large border, just a tiny, about 1/8 of an inch border. Okay. And then I, again, in the interest of keeping my cards fairly flat, I chose to only do one embellishment, and I'm going to do the beige and put it right here next to the sentiment. And guess what? That's it. So here's, I should show, so I had another small piece of the designer series paper from cutting it down, but I didn't have enough to cover the whole flap, so I just kind of covered the bottom edge of it, and I think it looks nice in it, and you don't have to worry quite so much about the post office ripping it up, so I thought that was okay. So again, here's the one that we just completed, and here's my one that I did for a sample, pretty much the same, I think. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you who take a moment to watch my videos. I appreciate it so much. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. It would help me in that regard too. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening whenever you're choosing to watch this. And may God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you again next week, I hope. Bye-bye.